Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us out there. I see a few people have come in early. So thank you so much for joining us, especially on YouTube. YouTube allows people to come in even before we hit the go, which is a really cool thing, actually. But it scared me the first time because I thought I was live because I was seeing comments pop up. And even though the comments were popping up, I wasn't live. See you, Jen. Jen was in for classes today. We had some students in making some stuff and grabbing some of that wonderful Czech glass from the chunk show that we did recently. So I didn't get down here in time. I missed everybody, unfortunately, but I had some errands to do all day this morning. Andrew came back, so he's getting settled in. He wasn't going to come back until today, and then he decided to come back last night. So he drove, I think he got back at about 3:30 or 4 in the morning. And we did a little bit of unloading of the car, and then we went to bed. It was very late. But he is back. It's good to have him back now. And we will be sorting out some of the treasures and taking a look at those, since I've not even seen them yet, that he picked up while he was in Tucson. Everything that he got is personally handpicked. That's how we do things. We don't, just try to phone it in. We like to go as much as we can. We pick out the things. We make sure they're of the good quality. We want you to all get the good quality, no matter what price you pay for anything. It always has to be good. That's the point, right? So we make sure that when we pick things out, we want you to have the best, even if you're paying a lower price point. That doesn't matter, right? That's what this video today is about, talking about how we're showing the gemstones that we have, some of them, not all of them. We're showing some of the gemstones that we have in store, that's in store, the physical store, at $20 or less. Because it's very important to Andrew and I both that, or Andrew and me both, it's very important that we have things that, don't stop people who may not have the means for a lot from being creative. And it's very important that we try to keep prices as low as we can for you all. We're very lucky in some ways. We are in a small town, and our costs are not as high as some others. It's still a lot to have a store, a physical store, but we are very lucky, and we were able to offer you things, and we don't try to price gouge you. We don't try to, we're just trying to make a living and expand this business so we can do more with you all. That's our only goal. It is not to live large. Most of you probably know Andrew and I drove one car for probably, 9 years, 8 or 9 years. We just shared one car until we actually needed to get a van for doing some of the bigger shows and going to Tucson and things like that. We don't live large, y'all, and that's so that we can keep prices low for you. A lot of people out there, they're trying to make lots of money off of things, and we want this little store to be productive. We want this little store to keep going. And the only way we can do that is to be very careful how we spend our money and where we spend our money. We are not a huge store. We don't make a lot of money. Someone in corporate, corporate USA probably takes home more than our entire store does in their yearly paycheck. I'm sure there are lots of people out there who do. But we're here, and we're expanding slowly as we can and making these moves to do things. So, we are here for you, and being here for you means that we have something at all price points. And so I can't wait to see what Andrew brought back so that we can add some new stuff to the online store and in-store and do some nice new lives with some new things. Let's see, what's everybody, I'm missing all the comments here. I don't want to go back too far because some of you were even chatting before I even got here. I saw your email, Michelle. I haven't been in the store yet again today until just about an hour ago. So I have not done that yet, but I saw it, and I still have them reserved for you, and we'll ship them out ASAP for you to get those. Let's see. I did see your earrings, Amanda, made from Allegory Gallery fine pewter chickens. Those were really cool. The chickens and the hearts. I like them a lot. Very cute, super cute. If you didn't see those, make sure you do. Amanda says, thanks. I love those chubby chickens. They are cute, right? Hello, June. Thanks for tuning in. Suzanne says, the parades start in full tonight, but it's raining and cold. Maybe that'll keep some people away. I don't know. I don't know if that even is a possibility during Mardi Gras. I can't imagine it. But yeah, I'm sorry you're going to have to go through that. I know it's rough. I know it's really rough when you have, it's rough in our town when we have Fort Ligonier days, and that's like only maximum of like 200,000 people. So I can't imagine what it's like down there and having to live through it all, right? It's fun to visit maybe, but to live through it, different in New Orleans, I'm sure. Let's see here. Let's see what else is happening. I'm just trying to see if y'all are mostly talking to each other, so I don't want to comment on that. I'm trying to go back and see. Dale is with us. Hello, Dale. Marianne, Michelle, Amanda, of course. Harry is with us. See, Harry, you were taking pictures of the sun and moon. That's awesome. I need to go check those out. I haven't been online much at all today. You did some ceramic figures. Nice. Okay, I think I scrolled through a lot of them. Let's see here. Amanda says, thanks everyone. That's the only thing I made this week, although I did start some patina painting. Nice, nice. It has been a little bit chilly today. It's been a little bit chilly here. I think it was, although it says it was in the 50s, it did not feel like it was in the 50s, I don't think, today. But I've been like doing things inside a lot today, so I shouldn't even say that. I don't know. Maybe I came out during the cold time. Let's see here. What else is going on? So yeah, we don't have a lot to discuss today. Barbara says, I lived through St. Patrick's Day in Savannah right on the parade route, and I loved it. You just go with the cray-cray. Sometimes you can. It's not so much like here in Ligonier when we have our big parade. It's not so much the stuff. It's getting around. Like most of our roads and side roads get shut down. So everyone has to re-detour. And, when everyone detours, no one knows what's going on. And, inevitably there are traffic jams, and it was crazy. It gets crazy. So I can't imagine what New Orleans is like during Mardi Gras. Cannot even imagine. Oh, there's Andrew. Andrew says, it was super windy last night, so maybe it was blowing the weather day up. Blowing the weather day up. I don't know what you're saying. Blowing up a day? I don't know. But it's been pretty, like they say it's 51. I don't know. It's 41 now, which it feels like it's around 41 now. Hello, Susan, joining us today. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, so that's been going on. Andrew's home. He's all good. Suzanne says, several years ago, an Airbnb person used the bathroom on the lawn. I really hope that doesn't happen again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Blowing the weather up today. Blowing the weather up today. Yeah, it's weird today. I don't know. It feels colder, but I think it's supposed to start getting colder now, I believe. I might be wrong. Let's take a look. Today, nope. We're going to drop a little bit, but we're going to be in the low 60s next week. Go figure. This is not Pennsylvania winter, that's for sure. But I'm not going to complain too much. Hello, Diane from sunny Arizona. Crazy time here with Super Bowl and big golf tournament. Is the Super Bowl happening? I guess it is, isn't it? Sometime? I don't know. I've heard it on the radio. People are talking about it. So it must be starting to happen again. And I know it happens on my birthday month, usually. We used to go on ski trips, and it would usually happen during a ski trip. which I was always happy to be just out and skiing when the Super Bowl, because I don't really watch ever. Sometimes I usually tune in afterwards. I watch somebody's replay for the halftime show. But I think Apple's doing the halftime show this year. Is that for the Super Bowl with Rihanna? Apple is sponsoring it with Rihanna. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? Norma says, wind here in Kentucky was gusting up to 65 miles an hour, and it was wild, and 72 degrees. That is crazy. That is crazy. What is going on? This keeps jumping. I can't figure out where I am. Susan says, I made a bracelet part of a set using AG African beads. Nice. It's a prototype. Not certain I'm happy with it. I'll have to set it aside and go back later. Otherwise, got some paperwork and laundry done, and kind of boring. Me too. I did a little paperwork. I did some online stuff, scheduling, and I ran up to the cottage to check on things before I came here, and just a lot of little things that added up to taking most of my day. That's the kind of stuff that makes me crazy, right? You don't know where your day went because it's just a bunch of little things that you barely think about as you're doing them. And then it's 5 o'clock and ready for the live. Janice says, we had 3 inches of snow yesterday and it's all gone. Nice, that's good. Susan says, I'm loving this winter weather, right? It's nice, it's nice. So it is this weekend, Sunday. Okay, Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, it's usually Super Bowl Sunday. So this weekend, so that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Andrew says, usually it happens while we're in Tucson. Yeah, I thought it was always sooner than this Super Bowl weekend. I thought it was a week before this, but guess not. Michelle says, my team is out. I don't have a team, so it's always out or always in. I don't know. Hello from Louisiana, Facebook user, first time here. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We hope you enjoy our show. We do a lot of chatting at the beginning. That's just who we are. We chat with y'all. We hang out with y'all. We get to know y'all. You all are more than customers. You are supporters. You are followers, and you are friends. So we want you to know us. We want to know you. If you like that, hang out with us. If you don't, we do sooner or later get to the show of whatever we're talking about. So you can always watch the replays and fast forward if you prefer just to dive right into whatever we're showing. But I do warn every new person when we see them, we like to talk. We hang out and chat. That's what we're about, getting to know our community and building that community instead of just throwing things out into the world and trying to get you to buy them, because that's no fun. That's no fun. We would rather get to know you and hang out and you know, learn about you. So welcome. Let's see here. Vanessa says, I find that Super Bowl time is the best time to go shopping. It absolutely is. If there is a shopping store around you that's open while that's going on, it is the best time because there's no one, there's hardly anyone out other than everyone else who likes to shop at that time. And usually we who like to shop at that time like to keep to ourselves. So you don't have to talk to anyone at the supermarket. You don't have to deal with anyone at the supermarket, right? I like that. I like that part. Janice, it's happening. We are going crazy here in Kansas City. Go Chiefs. I bet y'all are. I guess they're in, right? I guess that's what that means to me. I don't know who's in the Super Bowl this year. Bonnie says, I made a leather cuff with seed beads. Nice. Nice. Michelle's loved football since she was 9. Wow. Andrew says, tonight we're going to spread everything out. I can't wait to see all that Andrew got. We're going to do the spread tonight. I cleaned. I made room so we can spread everything out. I can't wait to see it all. And I'm sure you can't wait to see it all. It's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. Let's see here. Harry says, my wife watches the Super Bowl for the commercial. She ignores the football. I don't watch the game. I like the commercials. They're usually pretty good. But I usually watch them like on YouTube afterwards these days, now that we have that technology. Used to have to sit through the game or at least peek in. Now I can just watch them all later. Dale says, chilly and in the 50s here in the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Slept in today and bill paying now. Hoped to make something later. Traveling to Louisiana tomorrow to see friends. You going up for New Orleans for Mardi Gras? Marianne says, it used to be that the best time to shop was during hockey games. For you all, probably, especially, right? Sue says, you are the team, William. I don't know. Amanda says, when I was younger, I would go to my friend's Super Bowl party for food and friends. Yeah, I can see going to, hang out with friends and eat good food. But watching the game, I don't have anything. I have no joy in watching football. I used to go to my brother's baseball games because he played. So at least you knew somebody and you could cheer them on. It's just not a personal thing to me, I guess. My dad used to watch it sometimes growing up and stuff. So it was in the house, but it just wasn't. My grandfather did. He loved football games. So I don't know. I don't know why. I'm just not that person. Barbara says, it's always near Valentine's because it always double time me working in retail bakery. Oh, I bet. That's a tough time. Bonnie says, my son bought a sub for lunch today. He's so thoughtful. That's nice. That was nice of him. Michelle says, my husband is hockey. I'm football. Our son loves racing. You got a sporty household. You got a sporty household there. There's no sporty household here. Let's see. Marianne. Oops, it jumped again. Marianne says, we don't get to see the American commercials in Canada during the game. That's weird. That's really weird. I guess rights and all that. But, I didn't realize that. One, I didn't realize they broadcasted the Super Bowl up there, that people actually cared. And two, I didn't realize that the commercials would be different. Donna was asking about drilling pewter. Andrew says you can do it all the time. It's not hard at all. It's a softer metal. So the Eagles and the Chiefs. So I guess being in Pennsylvania, I'm supposed to vote for or cheer on the Eagles, I guess. I don't know. They're on the other side of the state from us, though. So I guess at least Pennsylvania's in, right? If it were Pittsburgh, I would know, because the Pittsburgh people here would definitely make it known. Vanessa says we should do that live. I am so pumped. Do what live? I missed something. I'm just catching up, so I don't know. When y'all want to respond to something I say, I warn you if you're vague, which is fine because you're saying it as I'm going, but I'm not going to catch up to you for a little while. So when you do things like that, kind of refer back to whatever something's talking to. It helps me remember what it might be. Otherwise, I'll just ask again, and then in about 10 minutes, we'll get to the comment, and I'll forget why I asked. It's an ongoing thing. Somebody made some earrings today with Allegory check glass. Nice. Thank you so much. Hello, Judy. Thank you for tuning in. I haven't seen you, I don't think, around very much or at all. So thank you for joining us here. We appreciate it. Oh, do that live. You're talking about the spreading of the gemstones. I just saw Diane's comment. That's so exciting. I'm jealous you getting to look at all those beads. That's what you're talking about. No, I get to see them first, y'all. Y'all got to see them at the same time as I did when Andrew did it from Tucson. This time, I'm going to look at them first, and then you can see them later when we do lives, probably all next week on them. With stones, we actually went to Tucson and got. It's Tucson treasures, and we actually went to Tucson to get them. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Andrew did a lot of snooping around and a lot of deal making with vendors to bring you some nice stuff. I'm excited, and I think you'll be excited too. What else? What else? Marion says, plus the rules of baseball are much easier to understand. Kind of. There's some weird rules in baseball, but once you figure those out, it's easier. Maybe. I don't know. I never really paid much attention. Just when my brother would be up to bat, I'd cheer him on. When he needed to run, I'd cheer him on. If he was pitching, I cheered him on. That was my job. That was what I did. Let's see here. Chris is going to his friend's Super Bowl party. Nice. You get the house to yourself. Get the house to yourself, or are you going too? It sounds like just Chris is going. Oh, Dale's going to Baton Rouge, not New Orleans. Delivering a few things for a friend whose daughter does cheer competition. Make her earrings to wear to support her daughter's team. Nice. Her team is called Fire. They're traveling to a competition in Atlanta next weekend. Nice. That's awesome. Susan says, I do like Super Bowl snacks. Me too. I like all snacks mostly. Susan says, the Super Bowl is televised around the world. Who knew? I didn't know. I don't watch that stuff, so I wouldn't know. I think it's just here. Bonnie's looking forward to seeing what Andrew brought back. Me too. Marion says, unfortunately, sports are a big thing here. Michelle says, no Eagles. Let's see here. Philadelphia is a different state. What? See, I don't know these things. It's a different state? Not this Philadelphia? I don't know. We used to have a huge Super Bowl every year, says Janice, for years, but now we prefer to go to smaller parties. Guess we are getting old, right? I don't like to go to big events most of the time. Oops, where are we at here? Andrew says, actually, I got to see them first. Yeah, we know. You got to see them first. I get to see them before everyone else now. It's my turn. Let's see here. People can't wait to see. Diane just spilled a tray of size 11 sea beads on the floor. That's no fun. Especially if you have carpeting, it's even less fun. Facebook user says, I loved Andrew's travelogue with Cynthia and Azalea. It was a great experience and fun. Glad everyone got home safe and sound. Thank you, whoever you are out there. Facebook user says, the infield fly roll is not an easy one to understand. That's true. That's one of those. Janice likes to watch soccer, but is difficult to understand. Vanessa says, most of the time I don't even know the teams that are playing. Yes, PA is 2 separate states. It is not 2 separate states. Getting wild. Getting wild. Didn't the Eagles, were the Eagles always Philadelphia? Or were they somewhere else and then became Philadelphia Eagles? I can't remember. I feel like something like that. I don't know. You got to vote for your state, I think. When one part of your state's in a competition, you got to vote for your own home state. Even if you don't want to. I know the Pittsburgh fans, of course, they don't like Philly. But don't you gather around your own people and your own state if part of it isn't in it? Shouldn't you do that? Shouldn't you be supportive? Andrew says, maybe I might do previews while you're at the store. I'm going to be home soon. You can't do previews during the live. We're spreading out tonight. Getting wild at the house there over there. Getting wild. Andrew's back one day and already getting wild. Okay. Janice says, my craft room is in the basement, which is finished, but I was dumb and put carpeting in my craft room. Not a good move. I like carpeting. You know, I know everyone loves hardwood floors and all that. I like a nice, soft carpet under my feet. And I don't know why people like, I know you can put, you can put down the nice rugs and all that, but I don't know. I like a carpet. Just my way. So I would probably want the carpet there too. Norma says, we always thought of Philly as not as good as Pittsburgh in so many ways when I was growing up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Everybody's getting wild today. Everybody's getting wild today. Andrew says, carpet is hard when you're a beater. It's true. Facebook user says, hi, William, behind you guys 100%. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support, whoever you are out there. If you come up like this, if I'm saying Facebook user says, that's because I don't know your name, because you're coming up like this. So if you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, you'll be able to give StreamYard, which is the streaming service we use, permission to see your name and your picture. And then we can see who you are. We can see who you are. Sometimes you have to do that again, because sometimes you were acknowledged and they had your information, and then Facebook says, nope, we're revoking that. You got to do it again. It just happens. But thank you. We appreciate that. Susan says, our carpeting is old and gross. I would have gone, yeah, when it gets old and gross, I get it. But I would like probably replace it with more carpet. But I know Andrew wants hardwood floors. So we're someday probably. Barbara says, yes, it is Western PA. You tell me we're from the same state and you from Brandywine, you might as well just say NYC. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Vanessa says, I have hardwood floors throughout the house, but carpet in the bedrooms. I don't want to wake up and step on a hard floor, right? I agree. Andrew says, I want to replace all the flooring in our house. I would like to replace the flooring in our house too. Let's see here. All right. I think we're caught up a little bit to the comments, so thank you for tuning in. We've had a little bit of chatting about the Super Bowl, and apparently there are 2 different Pennsylvanias. and we're going to look at some gemstones now at $20 and under. Now, this is all US dollars. And let me put up my little banner here. This is, if you'd like to purchase anything, just take a screenshot from this video, send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. We got a number of orders yesterday, but Amanda, no, we did not sell out of the gemstones last night. We sold out of some, but we still have a lot of them. So you can request anything that was in last night's video. We did another one of these, $20 and under, yesterday. So if you missed that, you can watch the replay. But watch the replay after this. I have 36 people watching right now, but I have 4 thumbs ups only. So y'all do your support job. Please hit the thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, hit the like, hit the love. That's even better on Facebook. I just got another one, so thank you out there, whoever that was. But please make sure you hit that thumbs up and that love. That really tells YouTube and Facebook that you like us. I know it's a stupid thing sometimes, but the more that they see that, the more it ties into the algorithm, telling them all that you like to see what we have to offer and that we should be shown to more people. Because I don't know if you realize it, but the more popular you are, the more you show up in a news feed. When you're going through, you see a lot of popular companies, right? You don't always see your friends, but you see popular companies. And that's partly because a lot of people give them thumbs ups. And comments. Commenting works really well too. And on YouTube, when you hit the thumbs up, what it tells them is that you might want to see this on your homepage. When you come up and you open up YouTube and you see all those things that says these are suggested for you, we show up more often. So you'll see us more often, and it'll start showing us to more people who like the same kind of things that you like more often. So it really helps. So please do the thumbs ups, do the share us with your friends. We appreciate that. We have a small but mighty following, I like to say. Like, we have 36 watchers right now. I know that some companies get hundreds, if not thousands. But y'all are, you know, I would not trade any of y'all for that, because you really hang in there with us. You support us. You are who make us feel welcome and supported whenever the world tells us we're not. And, you know, that means more to us than having hundreds and thousands of watchers at the same time who probably are watching just to watch and not actually support, which happens a lot. So we appreciate you, and we appreciate all your help and all your comments and all your likes and all your shares, and please subscribe and follow us too. All right, I'm going to flip this camera around. You're going to see the ceiling because we aren't fancy people right now where we have all these cams set up and all this perfect lighting. Someday we'll get there with your help, I'm sure. We're getting there little by little, as we say. Little by little. It comes from a saying. It's French, petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nid. And that means little by little, the bird makes its nest. And that has been something for us at Allegory Gallery that we have always held to, little by little. We take little steps. We make little moves. Recently, we've made some larger moves, but it's because sometimes those things have to happen, you know, at a certain time and when the timing is best. Let me get my other camera so I can get light from that. My store phone, so I can use the light on the store phone to shine bright on these gemstones. So there we go. Light is on. Light is on. So little by little, we actually had at one point shirts that said little by little that Andrew designed the logo on. And we truly believe little by little we grow. Little by little you tell your friends about us. Little by little people start seeing us. Everything has been built up little by little. We don't pay for ads. We have 8,100 or something followers on Facebook. And the majority of those were all done little by little. Every once in a while, we've done an ad through the, 11 or 12 years we've had our store. But it's few and far between. Y'all made it happen by sharing, by helping us. And like I said, little by little, we've grown. And we, you know, it's nice when you can make big moves, but we would prefer to, you know, not prefer. It's nice to grow little by little so that you know where you're at and that your footing is solid. And that's what we try to do as best as we can. We still have hard times. That's normal, I think. But, you know, especially during pandemics and all that. But yeah, little by little, little by little. Andrew says we're definitely grassroots. We certainly are. We certainly are. We do everything little by little and with your support and your help. All right, gemstones, under $20, easy peasy. I mentioned this yesterday, but just in case y'all weren't tuning in yesterday, if you go to our gemstone section on our website and you click to sort that gemstone section by lowest to highest price, I believe there are 8 pages of gemstones and 5 pages of those fall under $20. So this is not just something that we, you know, every once in a while pull out and say, oh, we have things for under $20. No, this is a constant with us. And we always keep things in stock at multiple price points. So that you can be sure that when you're designing something, even if you don't have a lot of means, you can still be creative. Super important to us, as we grew up with not a lot of money either. All right, this is reconstituted coral. So it's like coral dust, and they bind it up with resin, and they create coral rounds. And these are $4 a strand only. $4 a strand, and these are, I believe, 2 millimeter. Yes, 2 millimeter smooth reconstituted coral rounds. And so if you want one of those, they're $4 a strand. You see how many I have here, about 8 of them are available. Once they're gone, they're gone. Some of these items might also be in the online store, so you can find them there if you search our online store as well. We do split up our stock once in a while between the two shops, the online store and the physical store. Next up, we have some coral chips. We have some coral chips, strands of coral chips. These are $8 a strand. Beautiful coral chips. If you love chips, these are really, really pretty. And these are vintage, by the way. We try our best not to harvest or buy modern day coral, simply because, you know, it's not a great thing right now. We're taking away from the coral reef and it's causing issues. So we try to make sure that the coral we purchase is vintage, has been pulled out of the ocean a long time ago, isn't doing any destruction today. So these are $8 a strand, and I have 4 strands available. Barbara says, but I enjoy the conversation, and that's worth a price of a coffee for me. Thank you. We enjoy the conversation with you all too. Next up, we have black agate 12mm coins. 12mm coins. These are mostly completely black. I think there's a little bit of, sometimes you'll see a little hint of like a white or a gray, like a sardonyx. But mostly they're pretty solid black. And these are, oh, I didn't tell you the SKU. This SKU is 5010. That helps if you send me the photo with the SKU. I can make sure that I've got the right thing for you. These are only $12. And I have, I think, 2 strands of these available. 2 strands of these available. Andrew says, I'd rather get it than it end up in a landfill. That's true. That's true. Michelle says, I thought it wasn't allowed to be taken from the coral reef. I don't know what the deal is, and I also know that some people don't listen, right? So you never know where things are coming from. So we would much rather play it safe than have to worry about it. It's not one of those things, I think, that we can easily, as people, replenish. Like, we can plant some trees. You're not just going to plant some coral. So we try our best to make sure that the stuff that we get is vintage and it's already gone. It's already been done. The damage is done, but we're not supporting modern industries in doing that. And also, I'm sure different countries have different laws on what they do and do not allow to happen, especially international waters and things like that. I don't know. I don't know how all that works out, honestly. Next up, this is $8 moonstone rectangles. These are moonstone. They're a little bit, you know, they're not cut perfect. That's okay. But they're cute little moonstone rectangles. And they have some nice flash to them here and there. And these are SKU 3259, $8. And this is approximately about an 11.5-inch strand. It's a shorty, not a completely shorty. Andrew says it's nice in fringe. These nice in fringe? Yeah, sure. I believe it. Add a little bit of bling to your fringe. All right. And people are like, but why can't I get the bigger gemstones? Why don't you have bigger gemstones? We do. How about some Brazilian Amazonite? Brazilian Amazonite 10mm rounds. Nice big ones. $16.25 only. $16.25. This is 4478. And I have 2 strands of that just to show you the other strand. If you order these, you may get one or the other. Andrew says it doesn't matter if they're a little wonky if it's in fringe, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful Brazilian Amazonite. And let me see here. That's one I showed yesterday. It's just in a different tray now. How about some moss agate, tree moss agate? These are 6mm rounds. 6mm rounds. Tree moss agate. Bonnie says, I'm waiting for some Amazonite from you guys. A lot of people are right now since we just sent out the design challenge mix for March. We just debuted that a few days ago, which is Amazonite. A lot of people are waiting. Thank you so much, all of you who've ordered it. We appreciate it. This is tree moss agate. This is $14. I have one strand available. $14. All right. How about some blue lace agate? Blue lace agate pebbles. These have a beautiful, that beautiful light blue color, blue lace agate, which is also blue chalcedony, right? The blue and the blue lace agate, blue chalcedony. Great for working during Mercury retrograde. Keep those technology issues at bay, keep those communication issues going well. Suzanne's got 5 orders with us pending. Thank you. We appreciate it. And like I said in the last few videos, our shipper has had this week off. I'm trying to ship out things as I can, but especially if you have multiple orders where we're combining shipping, that gets a little bit tricky. So we will get everything out very soon. Barb will be back on Monday. So things will be getting out a lot faster when she can work all day at it. Beautiful. $20 for that strand, and only one strand available of these, 3904. All right, so how about some big blue lace agate chips? How about some big blue lace agate chips? Check that out. $18 for that strand. These are beautiful, beautiful color, beautiful chips. Susan says, I've lost track of exactly what I've ordered. You don't have to worry about that because we don't. We keep track of everything across about 3 different selling systems and combine it all for you. So whether it's an invoice here, whether it's an in-store order you want shipped with something, whether it's a online store order, we have to check all of those systems for all of y'all's orders, and we do our best to combine so that we can save you on shipping. I will say, if you want things not combined and you would prefer to pay shipping on everything, it can make things faster. So if you're in a hurry for anything at any point, just let us know. I'm in a hurry. I don't care if you combine, and things will go out very quickly compared to having to combine. Because some days Barb will have everybody's order ready and then we invoice and then we have to wait and add that invoice. It gets a little messy, y'all, but we do it to save you money. But if you don't need that, I can definitely pump out the orders much more quickly if we don't worry about combining all the shipping. Bonnie says, I don't know why, but I have difficulty designing with chips. Some people do, right? I think chips are great if you use them in groupings and you kind of say, okay, this group of chips, I'm going to consider this like a bead, right? You consider this group a bead. It's just like a design. This is one bead, and you use that in that way. And I think that helps sometimes. As Andrew said, if you have questions or concerns about an order or shipping at any point, the best place to do that is send us an email. Because if you tell me on the live, by the time I get off the live, I am not going to remember everything, and it's hard to check up on. So, and I don't actually know if y'all have issues or if you're just saying you have orders. And we appreciate the support, but if you do have an issue with something, please always email us. Otherwise, I'm going to think y'all are getting upset because you don't have your orders. And then my concentration is going to go crazy. Andrew knows me. Da, da, da. Facebook user says, Tree of Life makers survive on chips. Yes, they do. Is that Jen out there again? Bonnie says, very true, William. I have used them like a bead. Yeah, just do that, and it works well. Dale says, that's what I do. Love chips and nuggets. Says, and yes, small groupings of chips are enough and pretty. Yeah. Suzanne says, I have no issues. Harry says, I have 4 orders in, I think, but I'm patient. Thank you. Michelle says, nope, no issues. Good. Andrew says, maybe we'll do a chip tutorial. That'd be nice because I have more chips. Look, y'all, I have more chips. These are snow quartz, and they're $3 a strand. Now, you can't tell me. We have so many people who come in and they say, oh, you're so expensive. And I'm like, 1, you probably don't know beads very well. 2, we're not expensive. And 3, did you know you can buy a strand of beads for $3? Oh, Amanda has to provide chauffeur service. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. There sounded like there's a store order. That's what I like to hear. Thank you so much, whoever that was out there. We appreciate it. So this is snow quartz. It's white. I can't really show you much in that. This is 2413. If you like these, $3. Little nuggets, little chips. Andrew says, I like chip and nuggets, but mostly Doritos and fake chicken nuggets, right? Sorry, everybody, I'm bumping the camera here. Okay, so this one is $6, and it's beautiful red jasper chips. Red jasper. I don't know if Suzanne, if you got these before. I feel like you have some of these and have used them. I love these. They're such a beautiful color. And these ones are polished ones, so they're a little bit shiny. They're not matte, which I like. Soshi says, a chip tutorial would be nice. My mom wants me to make a Tree of Life pendant for her. Sometimes our teacher Jen does classes. I know you're not local to us here, but maybe we'll do something at some point, some kind of private virtual class or something like that for a Tree of Life pendant if she's up for it. Suzanne says chips and dip, right? Okay, next up. Now I want to see if these are, no, these are different. They're all, I have 3 different sizes here. I wanted to make sure they were 3 different sizes and not just my eyes going crazy. Suzanne says, I do have the red jasper chips. Very nice. Nice. Jen, I think that's Jen says, I do. Yes, online sounds cool. So we'll have to do some kind of class or tutorial or something with Jen maybe doing some of her Tree of Lives or something like that. If you're all up for it. If you're interested in something like that, send us an email and let me know. The more interest we have, the easier it is to do something. This is, I have 1 strand of this Gigundo tiger eye, like pebbles, chips. This is big stuff here. This is only $5. How is that $5 a strand? Like that's a lot. Like we have a tiger eye luxury bead blend, and it's I think $18 or $20, and this probably has more on this strand than that did in it, which isn't saying a lot, but that's the difference between then and now. This is an old strand. So this is $5. 2227 if you want that one. 2227. Andrew says, save the high-end stuff for the front and use the less expensive chips or nuggets on the back or as spacers. Yeah, around the back of your head, right? Back of your neck. Top the taters, a popular dip here, says Bonnie. I've never heard of that. Marianne says, now I want to eat more chips and maybe play with some gemstone chips. That'd be good. Andrew's in the mood for 7-layer bean dip now. Everybody's getting crazy. I now want some chips too. Chips and dip. That would be good. Bonnie says, Cynthia taught me about using chips using wax thread and crochet. Yeah, right? Next up, we have this one. I want to leave this big one up here. This is the medium-sized strand. There's another order. Thank you so much, whoever that is. We appreciate it. Chipapalooza, says Andrew. So this is $4 for these tiger eye chips. 2145. And this is the medium size strand, meaning not the length of the strand. They're all the same length, but the size of the chips. And then here, I don't even have, I lost the price on it, so I'm just going to say this is $3. We're going down $1 each one. $3 for these little tiger eye chip strands. And these are beautiful tiger eye. Like there's some nice flash in these. These are not just like plain Jane. Not that there's nothing wrong with not that there's anything wrong with a plain Jane. I'm pretty plain myself most of the time. But there you go. $5, $4, $3. One strand of each left. That's it. Once it's gone, y'all. All right. Let's see what's next. How about some more chips? Maybe. Never mind. Those chips are more expensive. That happens sometimes. How about some rounds? Those rounds are perfect. Andrew says, I was tutoring Cynthia in the car eating Doritos. She can't eat the ones with food coloring. Or torturing Cynthia. Torturing. Yes. Torturing. Yeah, poor Cynthia. She has the allergies. She can't eat regular Doritos. But they do make an organic Dorito. That's a cheddar cheese Dorito, I think, that she can eat. I think. So this is pink opal rounds. These are pink opal rounds. They're 7mm. 4714 is the SKU. And these are only $10 a strand. $10 a strand. Marianne says, I don't like Doritos. Any Doritos? Like any flavor? Andrew likes I can never remember it until I see the bag. Spicy something. Spicy something. Those are the ones that we always get. And so I like them too. I haven't had real Doritos, like actual just plain Doritos in years, I think. So here we go. Sweet chili, there it is. Sweet chili Doritos, that's what it is. So these are beautiful, beautiful pink opal rounds. They have beautiful color to them. Nice light color. And they're $10 a strand. And then maybe you want bigger. Maybe you want to go bigger. These are 10mm. And these are pink opal as well. Pink opal, 10mm, $14 a strand only. Suzanne says, a local restaurant makes ghost pepper chips so good. I don't know if I would want to do that. I like some spice, but ghost pepper spice? I don't know. So these are 4715 is the SKU, and they're $14 a strand. All right. So that's that tray now. Now, most of these at least used to be online. These are, I'm going to show just a bunch at a time so you can see. These are about 7-inch strands. I think most of them are all about the same size. Sometimes 7 to 7.5-inch strands. And these are all going to be $6, everybody. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour of these. These are in the online store, but like I said, maybe we've run out of some online, or maybe you know, stock is out there, but we have some in store. So I want to show you. These are all $6. $6 a strand. We have these diamonds, or just corner drilled squares, whatever I call them, diamonds. They're technically a corner drilled square. We have these faceted ovals, and these are all in the tiger eye, and they're all $6 a strand. We have the faceted squares. Look how pretty those are. These are beautiful stones for $6. Did you know we had these, everybody? $6. Then you have the faceted rounds, or faceted coins, actually. Faceted coins. And that's what we've got. So let me pull those away. So you can check online for these, or you can buy them through taking a screenshot, whichever you'd prefer. But they're all about 7 to 7.5 inch strands, $6 per strand. Whoops, I should say, sorry, I think this one, the ovals, sorry, the ovals are 11. I thought these were all 6. The ovals are 11. They were a little bit more expensive. So if you like any of those, send us an email or check online. You can check online. Like I said, if you go to the online store and go to the gemstone collection, you sort by high to low price, find the $6 section. Most of these ones I'm showing you are $6 coming up. Right? Yeah, there's more, everybody. Look, there are more. There's fluorite diamonds, along with these carnelian diamonds, or corner drilled squares. So look how pretty those are. Fluorite's a big thing right now. Lots of people asking for fluorite. So there's fluorite. There's the carnelian. Next up, we have yellow turquoise. Yellow turquoise. And those are $6 each. Some interesting shapes. I love these. Nice little ovals. What do I have here? One strand of Amazonite, of the Amazonite diamonds. Those are $6. These are really popular. Who knew? Paintbrush jasper. Paintbrush jasper. And I actually have more paintbrush jasper in other shapes. So we have the corner drilled squares, we have the ovals, we have the coins, and we have the regular squares. I don't know why the coins don't seem to be popular. We're not selling as many of those, but they're really, really pretty. So all $6 a strand here. Aren't those nice? I think they're really nice. And then we have the bronzite diamonds, or corner drilled squares. Beautiful bronzite. All also $6 a strand. I mean, look how pretty those are. And then, what else? We have some rhodonite and rose quartz diamonds. Rhodonite and rose quartz diamonds. So there are the rose quartz. Nice pink color in those. And then the rhodonite is there. And these are also all $6 a strand, I believe. Yes, $6 a strand. And those are 10 millimeter, by the way, 10 millimeter. And then for $6 a strand as well, we have picture jasper. Picture jasper, and is this one black obsidian? I thought it was obsidian. Picture jasper. We have the diamonds. We have the obsidian diamonds, then we have the picture jasper rectangles as well. And those are 10 by 14 millimeter. All for $6 a strand. And then we have some sodalite and some turquoise howlite. So dyed howlite. Sodalite. I love the sodalite. Look how good it looks with that blue and that natural color. Look at that, bringing out all that natural color in the sodalite. That's so pretty together. And then you have the dyed howlite, turquoise howlite. $6 a strand for all of these as well. Lorraine says, cool diamond shaped stones. I know, right? You don't see it too often, and they're so fun to make earrings with, and bracelets. Bracelets with the diamond shape. I think it's so cool when you do when the bracelet is like that. Like, isn't that a cool shape? I think so. In any case, we have, I just want to check the price, Unakite and also the opalite, which is a man-made stone. So opalite in the little coins, and then Unakite in the diamonds or corner drilled squares, and they're $6 a strand as well. Bonnie says, reminds me of bubblegum wrapper chains. That is so correct. That's so funny, but that's so right. It does. I forgot about those. That was a thing. That was a whole thing for a long time. Okay, so here we have Mookite, and we have the regular howlite, the non-dyed howlite, which is super pretty. Like, people think howlite is something to sneeze at. Like, look how nice. It looks like marble. Like, it's such a pretty stone. So there's that. And then we have this. This is the only one I was going to say. This one's going to be a little more expensive. These ovals were. This is $10. And then we have the corner drilled squares or diamonds, and they're 6 again. So 6, 6, and 10. All still under 20 bucks. All right. Okay. And that, my friends, is my show for today. I'm trying not to take up too much time because I know we have some friends who sometimes go live right after or right near our time slot, and I'm trying to be more conscious of that. So I don't want to take too much time off everyone. Andrew says, I think people don't like howlite when it's being passed off as a different stone, but in its natural state, it's lovely. It really is. It really is. Okay, let me flip this camera around real quick. Whoops, as my stand falls. Okay, so that was the show for today, everybody. We have some exciting things coming up for you all. If you'd like to learn about check glass on, I believe it's going to be next Monday. On Monday coming up, we are going to talk with a check glass expert. So if you would like to learn anything about check glass, how it's made, different finishes, different cuts, we are going to be streaming with a check glass expert. I'm streaming into the TGBE today, so I'm being very vague. But if you would like to learn, join us on our page or our YouTube channel. This will not stream into the TGBE on Monday. So if you'd like to learn more about check glass, you can do it with us at Allegory Gallery on Monday. I think it's going to be Monday. We're getting things set up. I have to finalize it and put out some blasts that it's happening. So stay tuned, but I think it's going to be Monday. Okay. We wanted to do it before we send back our check glass trunk show so that we can make sure that if you have any questions about your check glass, you get them answered. We're going to go through different cuts. I'm going to pull some check glass that we still have available in different shapes and different finishes. and we're going to be able to discuss those, talk about what they are, what the finishes are, how things are made. It's going to be, I think, a good time. So that's going to be on Monday. So we probably won't start showing our new Tucson stuff until later next week after that. I don't know if Andrew will give you a preview on Tuesday, or maybe he'll do a chip tutorial on Tuesday. But we'll get to the Tucson stuff soon. We promise. We promise. But I think this check glass thing is going to be really cool, and I can't wait. We've been so fortunate to be able to partner with who we did, and we love working with them. And so we will show you lots of good information, you know, because it's very important to us. People come into our store a lot, and people come into the store a lot, and they are kind of amazed sometimes that we actually know where the beads come from. And we can say, oh, that's Roman glass. That's from the Romans. Oh, this type of amethyst is from a region in Brazil. Or, you know, we know where a lot of our stuff comes from, where it's made, and, you know, where it's mined in a lot of cases. Not always, but we have a good idea. And so, or what the beads mean, right? Things like that. And I think people are amazed at that, but that's part of what we do. We want to educate people on where the beads come from, where the beads are made, what goes into making them, so that you, when you make things with these beads that you get from us, you understand, and you can tell your people, whether they're your customers, whether they're your family or friends that you're giving these things to, you can tell them more about what goes into just making this one little bead, right? The reason you're buying this is because you like this bead. Well, this bead is handmade in Africa by somebody, by taking things and spinning hot metal. Like, you can talk about how this stuff is done because we can tell you how it's done. And so when we are able to partner with our suppliers and our vendors and our friends who make these things and get the real deal and the real information from them, we like to pass it on as much as we can. So that's why we wanted to set up this check glass interview and talk for you all. So even if you haven't bought from our trunk show, you're still welcome to join in. If you just want to know more about check glass and what the finishes are, what the cuts are, how it's made, tune in. Like I said, stay tuned to our Facebook page and our YouTube community tab. We will be posting things there. But I believe we're 98% a go for next Monday live at 5. Okay. So definitely we hope to see you there. Share that with your friends once we put it out there. Once the news is out there, I hope you'll share it. We're only going to have a few days, and I would love to have an amazing turnout for our check glass people. So we would love it if you could, once I get the news out there, once we solidify that deal and it's done, we'll definitely publicize. And I hope that you all share, just hit that share button, share it with your friends, share it with your timelines, and let's get them a good, warm, huge, warm welcome and discuss some check glass. All right. Andrew says, sometimes when we find vintage stock, it's not always possible 100%, but we have been at it long enough where we can figure it out usually. Yes, we do. We try our best. And especially on new things being brought in or the way beads are made, we always talk to our vendors and say, how did they do this? What is this? You know, if we don't know, we ask. And so that we know and you know. So we hope you enjoyed this show. I hope you enjoyed seeing 2 different days worth of $20 and under. So if you missed yesterday, please go back and rewatch. And if you have any questions, just send us an email. It's this one floating all down here, info@allegorygallery.com always. Thank you so very much. And Kelly's just tuning in late. But yes, I hope you'll rewatch and make sure you continue watching us, continue tuning in, giving us those thumbs ups so that we know you like our content, so that YouTube and Facebook know you like our content, and they share it with more people, because we want more happy, wonderful making people in our group, in our community, right? More friends is always more fun. So thank you all so very much for tuning in, and y'all have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you back here on Monday, probably with a wonderful check glass trunk show talk. All right. Bye, everybody.